Hello everybody, and welcome to another video on the Nerd Herders channel. I'm Aaron,
I'm Sam.
and today we've got a little bit of Fallout 76. I had done a first impressions back when... Oh gosh, come on, I just want to talk.
I just want to talk.
As soon as I start talking, this happens to me. We had done a first impressions back on launch day, and let's just say that I was more than not happy with the result.
As was like most of the people who bought that.
As
though.
was most of the world at the time.
No one was terribly happy with Fallout 76.
Right, so I was playing it all through. I mean, not all through. I played it a little bit in November and then was just like, frustrated. Did a little bit of play in December and then just... I hadn't touched it since.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the Wild Appalachia expansion, DLC, whatever you want to call it, was coming out, and I still didn't touch it. I was like, okay, whatever, sure. And then I was just sitting here the other day, and I don't know why, but I was just like, hey, Sam, I'm going to play Fallout 76, because, why not?
Why not?
And, gosh, all these ghouls. Yeah, I don't know, I had fun. I was so surprised that I actually had fun. And
yeah, you kind of went into it like, well, we'll see if they fixed anything.
Right.
And then, we're, continually pleasantly surprised after picking it up again. So.
Right. So, I feel like, my biggest complaints at the beginning was, there was just hordes of enemies. You'd finish fighting someone, you'd walk 3 feet, and there'd be someone else. And I couldn't find ammo, and I couldn't find food. Just everything seemed empty. You walk in a room, and all the shelves are empty, all the drawers are empty. That was my biggest complaint, which was just empty, empty, empty.
Mm-hmm.
And then standing up on a peak and, looking at anything that was more than, right in front of you was just blurry.
Mm-hmm.
The world rendering was horrible, and it was not my internet,
Right, it was empty.
We have very good internet.
It was empty and blurry.
Yeah.
And, also, the enemies would respawn far too quickly and far too often, too many.
Right.
Just a hassle all around for not enough reward.
Right. And so, coming back into it, the enemies have got medical supplies on them. I was finding way more food, because with this game there's more of the survival aspect than previous Fallout games. You don't just eat to heal, you also have to eat and drink just for the sake of eating and drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And that you can get different diseases and stuff.
It's more managed.
And so, right, so it just really seemed like they had added more stuff that was going to allow you to play the game. They wanted you to play it with food and water and things like that. And so, I actually have an inventory that's got, food, plenty of healing items, and, I've only been playing for, the last 2 days, and I've got all of this stuff. And remember I had mentioned, I was like, there's no Nuka-Cola anywhere. What is wrong with this? And now I have, many Nuka-Cola of all different colors, or all different flavors and varieties, just like you expect to have, So that makes me happy.
Absolutely.
I had a really positive interaction with another player, which was a surprise because it seemed very much, as soon as you got past level 10 or whatever, it was just shoot anyone on sight. And that was my biggest beef because, spoilers, if you don't know, the game's been out for 6 months, whatever. There's nobody is alive in Appalachia other than the people that came out of the vault with you. Mm-hmm. So my biggest thing was, we spend 25 years living together in the vault, and the second it's reclamation day, you turn on me and you start killing me. Because any player that's fighting you also is someone from the vault. So it's that's kind of a flaw, instead of having
Maybe
raiders and things. Right, exactly. Your brethren and comrades are the ones that are just murdering you for no reason.
No, you all get out of the vault and you're let's split up and hate each other.
Right? Yeah. Now, I think there are still components of this game that 100% you're supposed to be playing with other people. You're supposed to be playing with a party. And I am still the only one of my friends that owns this game on PlayStation. I have one other friend that has on Xbox. Everyone else just does not like this game, did not buy this game, whether they were Fallout fans or not. which is fine. I understand why. It's far from perfect. But I just wanted to make a little video that I really think they have made some strides, and there's some things that that have been done that I am happy with, and I look forward to the continued changes. This is one of the few instances where our first impressions video was relatively negative, and then because I've had a change of heart because of the changes that have been made, I wanted to have just a follow-up that says, like, hey, I think it's better.
Absolutely. If you shifted your opinion, it's totally cool to go back and be like, sometimes games change.
Exactly.
So
still not worth $60.
No.
Which I definitely paid more than $60 because I got the Tricentennial Edition because I'm an idiot. I never get special editions for any game. Ever. Never. I don't get the season pass and stuff until down the road. And then with this one, I went in and just pre-ordered the Tricentennial Edition because I was like, I love Fallout. If there's one series that I'll shell out for in advance, it's Fallout. And then I was like, wow, I paid $80 for this piece of shit.
Oh.
So I don't feel as bad now. But for those of you that were thinking about maybe like checking it out after the changes that have been made, it is on sale right now. Pretty sure. Don't know how long that sale lasts. It probably, honestly, actually would have ended this last Tuesday. I don't know. Maybe it goes until the end of the month. But
maybe there will be another sale. Who knows?
Right, but it's like $40 now, which, I think like $25-$30 is ideal, honestly. But, $40 if you want to try it and you don't want to pay full price, you don't have to. And I would recommend at least giving it a chance. But I was saying, had a really positive interaction with a online player. This guy was level 94, and he's running towards me. I can see it on my mini-map, and I was like, oh man, this guy's just going to come in and just, like, murder me and take all my building materials. Like, this is going to be real bad. And he comes in, and, once you get within proximity, the audio chat, pops up, and he's like, hey man, I've got a bunch of duplicates of just building plans and blueprints and stuff. He's like, and I didn't have my headset on at the time. It was elsewhere, and so I was just like nodding my character up and down. Oh, my shotgun broke. I do like that the weapons have health. I think that's a unique thing, as annoying as it can be. But I was just like, yeah, it was more annoying in the beginning when I didn't have like a million weapons that I could just choose.
But yeah, so you, indicated yes.
Yes, and he just drops the little paper bag that has a whole bunch, and he's like, if you end up with any duplicates, all I ask is that you pass it on to someone that's a lower level than you. And I was just like, wow, you just don't see that in online games.
What a guy.
Right? What a guy. Thanks, random level 94 person. And, I thought, as soon as I picked it up, he was going to kill me anyway for my scrap. And nope, he just, sauntered off and went back to whatever he was doing.
That's nice. I love, little moments like that in MMOs.
It's not
I don't ever,
the typical experiences that I have had in really, honestly, any MMO. The only positive interactions I ever have are with the players that are in my party, that are my friends, and so that was really nice to just have that stranger. And I'm only level 16 because, like I said, I abandoned this game pretty early on. So for this guy to come running up with 94, and I was just like, oh no. So thank you, random stranger. I definitely, it was a small thing, but it made a good impact on me, and part of my re-evaluating my vision of this game. So
yeah, for sure.
It's still not great. For some reason, they still can't make rocks look like rocks. I've got real beef with the rocks in this game. They just look like complete crap. But I
hate these rocks. 0 out of 10.
But the plants look way better than they did when it was released. And right now, it's night in this world, so this whole video I'm running around at night, so it's not great. But I just feel like they really touched up some stuff.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You've touched on a lot of things that's changed that you like for the better. One of your problems in the beginning was your problem with the auto targeting and the VAT system and all that.
Yeah.
Has that changed at all, do you think? Has actual battling changed? Because you've been picking up more items and things, which makes it more okay for you to lose things and run out of ammo more often. But is the actual melee and whatever any better, do you think?
My biggest issue with VATS, because obviously you're playing online, so it's real-time VATS. It only like has a simulated slowdown. Like you're not actually slowing down time because you're in a server. My biggest problem was there was a delay between activating VATS and then getting a reading on your strike percentage. And so if you activated VATS and then fired, you automatically missed. No matter if, even if they were an inch right in front of you, it defaults to 0. Well, I was using VATS a few minutes ago, and you saw that like as the ghoul was running around, the number was like increasing, decreasing, like in tandem with his movements.
Yeah.
So it seemed like a much more live reading of your chances, and then it was just up to you to time it. So I think that's gotten better. Now, I did notice, and I was complaining about this yesterday, it really seemed like shooting from the hip has not, if you're just doing your manual aiming, has not gotten better for enemies that are directly in front of you. When you're being meleeed by someone, you could be pointing your reticle right at him, fire, and you don't hit him. And it's almost as if they get too close. Like there's like the range of your weapon, and then they're like, like when you're in a fight, you're like, they're between right, they're between your defenses, So it's like that was kind of weird, and I still ran into that issue where they're right in front of me. I'm shooting point blank, and the bolts are going like over their shoulder or whatever it is.
Glitching through them, in fact.
Right. See, look at that. I just activated and then immediately swung. No delay. This is what VATS should be if it's going to be live VATS. This is working. And then doing it without VATS, it's a little bit harder. You're trying to aim on your own. But look, I just killed 5 enemies and didn't get destroyed. And no, that's not because I'm a higher level, because I'm still only level 16. It's just, it's running smoother. I'm not getting, it's not getting like glitchy or whatever as enemies are near. It's not, I don't know, just look. There you go. By myself, defeated like 6 guys.
Yeah.
There's another guy. That was not something that was possible when I was first starting out. And I was like, man, I really feel like they're requiring you to have like a team of people to really be able to get through this, and that was kind of discouraging, like I said, for someone who has no friends that want to play this game.
Fine, bye.
That want to play this game.
Yeah, fair.
You're the moral support. You sit here and encourage me.
I keep you company through your trials and tribulations.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. First impression 2.0 is this game's all right. Went from being a piece of shit to being all right.
Say, if you had to give it a score, like
1
out of 10 for when you first played it versus now. 1 out of 10 for when you first played it, and then
so is a 1 what it was and a 10 what I want it to be?
A 1 is really bad, awful game. A 10 is really good, great game.
Okay, well, it's not a good, great
put
game.
It on that spectrum,
but it's no longer. Yeah, so I'd say we're at like a 5.5.
Okay.
Like we're moving in the right direction.
So it's got like potential.
Oh, hello, random robot that just spawned in front of me. Oh no! I'm sorry. You're a good robot. That was weird.
Attack it with an axe.
Right.
Well, it came at you threateningly and out of nowhere, so.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so it's like decent.
Right.
Has potential.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to let this linger on too long, but I'm excited to see what another couple months is going to do. This Wild Appalachia expansion is supposed to like roll out with different things and stuff through May. But again, that's not really like game fixes and stuff. That's like content, like new hats and things.
Yeah.
So that's always fun, but like as far as like that wasn't what was the issue with the game. It was the core mechanics, and I feel like some things have really been smoothed out. I mean, I would hope so. It took me like an hour to download the update the other day.
This is true.
Because I hadn't touched this thing since December, and it was like, all right, we've got like 12 gigabytes of patches, and I was just like, crap, but also like good.
Yeah,
it
like,
needed it.
It definitely needed far more than 12 gigabytes, but
yeah.
I will accept this.
Right. So, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this video is coming out so late today. The original video,
I tweeted all about it.
We had some trouble. Sam tweeted all about it. We did another really crappy game, but I was very disappointed with it.
I wish I could have shared that with you guys.
Right. We attempted playing the show 2019, the baseball game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And yeah, our audio worked and stuff. And then when I went to get the footage off of the PlayStation, there was 3 minutes and 33 seconds of footage. And I was like, that's weird. And also not right, because we played for like half an hour.
Yeah.
And like, you saw me. I started the recording. I ended the recording. Took the disc out, went to the capture gallery.
Except for play that game.
So I was real bummed, and I was like, man, I'm not going to have a video for Thursday. What am I going to do? And then I was like, you know what? I've been talking a lot about Fallout 76, so let's bust that out real quick and talk about my change of heart.
Absolutely.
So let me know in the comments if you are thinking about giving it a try now, if you hated it and have thought that nothing has been improved, or hated it at the beginning and agree with me that changes are being made for the better. Mm-hmm. Or did you think that it was a beautiful gem from day one and you hate that they've altered anything? I don't mind if you've got the wrong opinion.
Out there? Yeah.
Right? Are you out there? Let me know. So thanks for listening, everybody, and until next time, stay nerdy.